Hello, everybody. I know this is a little bit different from what we're used to playing on the channel, but as I've discussed recently, at the end of this month, Pikmin 4, a game I've been waiting 10 years for, is finally releasing. And they recently re-released Pikmin 1 and 2 in HD here on the Switch. So I figured, why not do a few streams this month to go back and revisit one of my all-time favorite game franchises. The Pikmin 4 demo was a lot of fun, not gonna lie. Also, here's some of the other games up here. You know what, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this one just got its new booster card pack. That's fun. I'm still shocked that Superstars didn't get like any DLC or anything. I thought for sure it would, because Mario Golf Super Rush did. Yeah, I thought for sure that Superstars would have gotten some DLC of some kind. So, Pikmin 1. That's today's game. This game's fairly short. I can pretty consistently get through it in 12 days with less than 100 Pikmin deaths. So I'm not too worried about it. I am playing with a slightly different control setup, though. I'm using the thing that, like, came with the Switch that I've used previously. Anyway. So, yeah, this was my most recent run of the game. And we're going to go ahead and erase that. And we're going to get started here on Pikmin. So yeah, Pikmin 1 is a pretty short game. You can get through this one in probably in less than 4 hours. Pretty short game. And I've gotten to be reasonably good at the game. To where, like I said, I can usually beat it in about 12 days with less than 100 Pikmin deaths, unless I fight some of the optional boss, the main optional boss. I know that Gulix and Amuta technically are. But yeah, for those who are maybe newer to the channel, I am a huge fan of the Pikmin franchise. Always loved this game, or this whole series. Even though before the HD re-releases, well, looking back on it, I'd beaten Pikmin 1 to 100% a number of times on the GameCube. And Pikmin 3 I've now 100%ed probably a good 10 times at this point between the original version and the deluxe version. Pikmin 3 is also pretty easy and at least pretty short. Pikmin 2 is the one that's going to be the most interesting to try and play, because it's by far the hardest one, and the one that I have by far the least experience with. So basically, in this game, you're an alien that has crashed on this random planet that has a lot of oxygen on it. His life support system will give out in 30 days. This is actually the first time I played it on the big screen TV. I've only played it on my actual Switch, carrying it around recently. It jizzed out a seed. I didn't mean to skip all the dialogue. Anyway. You have camera. It's a leaf. We must touch it. Steve. I also recently picked up some Pikmin plush because I realized I didn't have any. Aww, he's so cute. These things are only a few millimeters tall, by the way, and Olimar is like less than an inch tall or something. It just stands there menacingly. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love, so I will call it a Pikmin. Controls. It's following me. It won't leave me alone. Go away. You must go away. Why are you following me? Anyway. So yeah, Pikmin is a real-time strategy game, and some of my more astute viewers might remember that quite a few years ago, I played through a Hotel Transylvania game on stream, and it was one of the most pissed off streams I've ever done. Because it was a Pikmin clone, but it was done horribly. One of the worst of the kids' games I've played. Because, again, this is a franchise that I love, and sad to see him do that to it. So, as I was sort of talking about before, our goal here is to beat the game tonight. So, yeah, that's pretty ambitious. Beat a whole Nintendo game in one night. I think I can do it. Again, this is not a long game compared to the other two. Pikmin 3 will take multiple days. That game, mostly because I'd be playing it on very spicy or ultra spicy mode, which is the most fun way to play it, because it's the only one that offers any real challenge. I mean, I say that, but to be fair, I've never done a no-death run in a Pikmin game. It's not that I can't necessarily do it, it's the fact that I do not have the patience to do it. I think I could do it if I really had the patience for it, but I don't. Hey, Reese! I am doing well, hope you are too. We're just looking at adorable red carrot men. That sounds really weird. Anyway, so yeah, I think should be able to finish the game tonight unless something goes catastrophically wrong. Should be able to do it in 12 days, less than 100 deaths, unless I end up fighting the Smoky Prog, in which case that death count will go up by an extra 20 or 30, because I'm still not good at that fight. Never have been. So, in the Pikmin games, there's a little gimmick to where every day has a day-night cycle, except that you can't go out at night because of evil, dangerous creatures that lurk on the planet, at least until Pikmin 4, where we're finally going to get to do that. In Pikmin... So that's going to be Pikmin 4, but during each day, you have a limited amount of time, except for day 1. Day 1 of the games, there's usually not a timer, and this game is no exception to that. Steve's. It's been okay. Remember the Saints Row that was released last year? Yes, I do. I haven't played it. I will eventually, but I haven't played it yet. Someday. Because I know it's an easy platinum. It's gyrating. I don't want to say what this thing could be interpreted as. It's very small, because remember, Olimar is like less than an inch tall? Well, if it was going to be used for that purpose, it would still be kind of small for that. But anyway. So we're going to get all the Pikmin that we can on day 1 here in the Impact site. And we just have to wait for them. You think it's been improved because you're enjoying yourself at times on it. Still has some problems and bugs, but it's honestly not that bad. That's good to know. Which Switch do I have? I have one that I actually won from Dave & Buster's in 2018. Like, right when I graduated from college was about when I got it. So, it's an old model. I don't know exactly what model, but it's an older one. The past 24 hours, you played a lot of it, trying to make progress on it. That's good. Like, that game's not horribly long, is it? I don't think it has like a 30-hour or 40-hour trophy the way the other one does. I'll play it eventually because I've done most of the Saints Row games at this point at least once. I haven't done the PS5 version of Saints Row 3 yet, and I didn't do the foreign releases of the Saints Row games because, I mean, they're the same game, but they're region stacks and they censor more stuff, so they're not going to be as fun. And I'd also have to find copies of them. And I think they have that semi-online trophy that still worries me. Takes 40 to 45 hours. That's not awful. That's not too bad. But I just gotta say that Nintendo has been killing it these last 4 or 5 years with the Switch. Like, Sony will always, to me, be the #1 console. Because, I mean, I think we've had this discussion before to where they basically won most of the console generations. It was like you had, what was it, 5th generation was PS1, Nintendo 64, and probably like a Sega system. And it and Nintendo both kind of won that one together. N64 had its great things, PS1 had its great things. Then the next generation, 6th generation, you had the PS2, GameCube, Xbox, the original Xbox, and the, I think you had the Dreamcast as well, so the last sort of other console. And Sony definitely, I would argue, won that generation overall. Even though the GameCube was a powerful system and created some great games on it, it definitely underperformed in ways, and the Xbox came into the market and also did pretty well. Then, 7th generation, of course, that's the one where Xbox won it, at least initially. And even the Wii could arguably have beaten the PS3 in that generation because it was so different. And the PS3, of course, was marred by being so overly expensive. Being like, what, $600 on release day or something ridiculous like that. But they never made that mistake again. And since then, they absolutely killed it. In the 8th generation, with the PS4, they absolutely killed it. Absolutely dominated the Xbox and the Wii U. And the new generation with the Switch, the PS5, and the whatever the Xbox is now, has been absolutely dominated by Sony and Nintendo again. Nintendo has been doing some absolute banger games, though. You had Mario Odyssey, you had Pikmin 3 Deluxe, you had Legend of Zelda, now 2 great games in that franchise. And all sorts of other stuff. And now you're getting, this year, you got Tears of the Kingdom, and you're getting Pikmin 4. People are saying how it's like the best time in 10 years to have been a Pikmin fan. The coffee water tasted slightly off. Hope there wasn't something wrong with it. So anyway, here we go. We are on to our first real day. Oh, I didn't actually need to do that. Alright, so days in Pikmin last in the first game, is it 13 minutes? Something like that? Now, I'm no speedrunner by any means, and this game, the best of the best players can beat this game in 6 days. There are ways to do it that quickly. I've tried to watch some of the speedruns of it, but it's just not something that I'm ever going to be capable of doing. I'm just not good enough. But yeah, back to the Saints Row stuff. Aside from those, I've done at least one version of every Saints Row game at this point. Except for Agents of Mayhem, which technically isn't a true Saints Row game, but also technically is. Alright, this is grass. And when the Pikmin consume the grass, they get high and become much tougher. This is Nectar is what it's called. And basically, you run the Pikmin through it, and it turns them into flowers. And flower Pikmin are better than non-flower Pikmin. Now they're going to bang their heads against the wall. They're going to hump it for several minutes here. It looks like they're banging their heads against the wall unless you really look at it, and then it looks like they're humping it. Now we have a Bulborb. Little baby. Simple enemy. Throw a couple Pikmin on its body, and it dies. So day 1 here, or day 2, we do have objectives that we want to accomplish. One of them is to sprout lots of Pikmin. We want to have a good bit of reds, as they are the most useful Pikmin type in Pikmin 1. Because in Pikmin 1, red Pikmin do the most damage of any Pikmin, and they are fireproof. However, I believe they move a little bit slower than the other two types. So there's that. Hi, Gizmo. Playing some Pikmin 1, something definitely a little bit different for the channel. I played a little bit of Pikmin 3 Deluxe at one point for like a night or two when it came out. It didn't do that well. And I mean, any Pikmin stuff isn't really as much for views, it's more for the fun of it. Because again, this is a series that I love and been waiting so long for this new game, and just, as they've said, now's a great time to be a Pikmin fan. So we're getting a lot of good stuff. So now we're sprouting lots and lots of Pikmin that we're going to need. We need a lot of reds, because again, they're the most useful. Blues are the second most useful, but they're the last ones we get. Yellows are pretty useless in Pikmin 1. They can't do a whole lot. You got Bugsnax as your first platinum. Nice. Great game. That is definitely... If other people hadn't already done, like, full trophy achievement playthroughs of it, that's one I would definitely have considered doing at some point for that series that I do now. And speaking of that, by the way, Fallout 3 is... The video's basically done. I just gotta watch over it one last time and make sure everything looks right. And as long as that's good, then it'll be ready to go out on Sunday. So I am excited for that. It's going to be the longest of these new type of videos that I've done so far. It's going to be about 49 minutes long, which is why it took so long to edit. I don't think any of the future ones are going to be that long for a while, until I eventually do New Vegas. Which, by the way, whenever I do end up doing New Vegas, will most likely only be done... I don't know if it'll even be one that I stream, because Fallout content just isn't really all that popular. It's a pretty niche type of game. Sort of like Pikmin. Alright, so they bum rush the spotty Bulborb. That's just basically a tougher version of the regular Bulborb. You got soccer to watch on Sunday. Well, now you'll have something to watch when those games are over. You're working on the game that Cowcat made this year. Go for it. Yeah, Bugsnax is a great game. A lot of fun. Pokemon-esque. So our goal today, we gotta get yellow Pikmin. And we also... Really, that's the main thing, is getting yellow Pikmin and breaking down any walls that we can. And then tomorrow, we'll be knocking out the rest of the parts that can be obtained in this area without blue Pikmin and sequence breaks. Because like I said, it is possible to get every single part here in a single day, but I am not good enough at the game to do that. And I won't pretend to be good enough at the game to do that. Alright, the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. So why can't we just... I guess we can't blast off with it yet, because if we did, things might still end badly, because the rest of the ship isn't fully repaired yet, but yeah. Anyway, do that. So we'll get that part back. That's part number 2. And now we're going to approach the yellow onion. They don't look like onions at all. Just go with it. Alright, so... Come out of the ground. Come on. Come out of the ground. There it is. Oh. It took a moment. Oh, it has giant ears and no nose. So yellow Pikmin can be thrown the highest and farthest of any Pikmin type, and they can carry bomb rocks. That's all they can do. Their throwing ability is used for like one part in this game, compared to the other games where they're actually kind of useful. Yeah, I've got those plushes. And when am I going to do COD multiplayer? So, let me give you guys a little story about how that experience has been going recently. It hasn't been a positive experience so far with trying to get a partner for the game. First person that I got to join, just left within like a day without even like starting to try anything. Then the second one I got, just decided to go and do all of it himself with other random people, despite having joined my group for it and, you know, taking up a spot that could have been used by someone who was actually serious about doing it. So I had to push it back further and try to get another person. I might have someone now. I should have someone now, as long as nothing else stupid happens. So yeah, yellows are little Allahu Akbars. They are bombers. They will bomb things. You can help me with it? That might be good. I will let you know if the guy I plan to do it with, because I did do like a boosting session with him, so, or set up a boosting session with him, so if he actually shows up to it and, you know, is decent at the game, we might be able to get it ourselves, but if not, I will let you know. So it'd be good to have a reliable partner for that stuff. I mean, I nearly got a 3-star rating on one of the missions with a random, and I think I probably could have if I had known what you were actually supposed to be doing with it, and I didn't. Alright, so now we have Bulborbs here, as well as Sheer Grubs. And that one's gonna die. Dang it! That's not a good start. Sheer Grubs. So, the pink ones can't hurt Pikmin. The purple ones do. And they eat Pikmin very quickly. They're one of the worst enemies in the game to fight, in my opinion. Because they can eat a Pikmin just way too easily. Okay, someone's carrying a dead carcass back. That's fine. He can have that if he wants it. Alright, so the part up there, the whimsical radar, that is one part I absolutely want to get. Yeah, me as a normal friend request. Then I'll add it once I'm done with streaming. I can check everything on there. By the way, Division 2 is going pretty well. Okay, so get them all on that. We need 3 more. Uh-oh. He's not going to do what I think he is. Yes, he is. No, he's not. I don't even know if he hit it. Now that's not going to go well. The Pikmin are not very smart. That's one thing that needs to be noted about this franchise. Especially in the first game. They improve in the second and third games to some degree, but in the first game, they are pretty freaking stupid. And they seem to pride themselves on it. Alright, so if they can get that part back today, I'll be happy, because that's the only part in the game that actually does anything. And that wall's going down fairly well, so no complaints there. We're going to give those to the yellows. You don't need that many yellows in the game. They're the least useful type. Alright, so I didn't make quite as much progress as I wanted today. I would have liked to have... Actually, no, I might have time to use a few more bomb rocks. Reds, I'm going to deposit all of you. I only have 61? Dang, thought I had more than that. Oh, well, some of them are over here. So they'll carry that back. Whereas these yellows, I would like to get one more set of bomb rocks, because there's a wall in base that would be nice to tear down. And we'll be done with day 2, which means we'll be about a sixth of the way through the game. Like I said, this is the shortest of the Pikmin games. By a wide margin. Actually, you know what? Don't do that. Take this yellow pellet instead. And take these bomb rocks. I love how they just moo. That's hilarious, their sound effect. It's like, I am Pikmin, hear me moo. They only gave me about 6. See, I just don't understand how people can do this area in one day. I just don't get it. Because as far as I know, there's no way to get out of the starting area without tearing down this first stick wall, which takes over a minute at the very beginning of the day, so that already wastes a good bit of your time. Alright, so I want to take down this wall. Okay. Reds, y'all go back in. We don't need you out. Any Pikmin that are in your base when the day ends are fine. Nothing will happen to them. But those that are out roaming will not survive the night. Those that are buried in the ground are also fine. Wait. Okay, yeah, there's 2 reds that are buried. Okay, never mind. We're good. Alright, we're gonna end off our day by bombing another wall. Almost went down. Needed one more bomb rock. I'm gonna go ahead and pluck both of them. They're going to stare at me and stare at the camera because they're adorable. And let the timer run out. Alright. Not my best run of day 2, but it's okay. 10 days to go. Or 11 if I just really have a bad playthrough. And now some Bulborbs. Some spotty Bulborbs. Hey, drop me a follow on Twitter. Thank you for that. We got the parts of the radar. The radar is the only item in the game that actually does anything. Yeah, 2 dead from battle, but 72 sprouted. We're going to need more yellows than that, though. You want to have about 50 yellows. You don't really need more than 50 yellows. So our goal today is to grab 4 of the remaining 6 parts. There's 2 that are going to require blue Pikmin without sequence breaking, so I'd rather just get all the other ones. And we should be able to get all of them. Alright, pluck the 2 buds. And we're going to take out all of our reds. But yeah, like I was saying before with Modern Warfare 2, it's been ridiculous so far trying to get a partner, even on like the boosting groups and website and everything, so it has not been a fun experience so far. Sometimes it's just hard to work with people, and it makes me remember why I don't really like playing multiplayer stuff anymore. It's just not fun, quite simply. And I mean, Modern Warfare 2, look, if this was OG Modern Warfare 2, OG Spec Ops, that's another thing entirely. Old school Spec Ops is a freaking classic. I love that game mode. It's still fun to this day. Because it's so well done. I had many, many hours of fun with that back in the day. Mostly with people here in the real world. People I went to school with that I would play it with. Alright, so next thing I want to do is rush his bum. His bum has been rushed, and he is now dead. I think there might be a few enemies left over here. Yes, there are. Of course there are. Okay, just swarm them, kill them quickly. Alright, that's all the sheer grubs. They're finally gone. Moo! Moo! Alright, so pick up everything in there. And now, let's take out this wall. This one needs one more bomb. So that'll open up another area. If we didn't get to that part today, it wouldn't be that big a deal. Okay, so this one's gonna need 3 more, I believe. And it'll go down. I'm going to give the yellows both of these, because they're lightweight. And we're going to get this bolt. The extraordinary bolt. Sims 4, yeah, I know, Sims 4 is easy platinum with a guide. Not that great of a game, unless you're into that kind of a game. I will do it someday. I don't... How did that even happen? He's got, like, moon gravity. What the heck? One thing you're gonna see about these games. Alright, yeah, you can only have 100 Pikmin in the field at one time. That's another thing about the game. Is that, aside from the Pikmin AI being terrible at times, and the Pikmin just being really dumb, aside from that, the Pikmin games can be a little bit buggy, especially the first one. First one can be quite buggy if you aren't ready for it. It's an early 2000s game from the GameCube. Of course it is going to be kind of buggy. Alright, so we got one part back. Kill this. We're going to use up this bomb rock on the big guy here, because we don't have anything else we can use it on. And we're going to let him chase after us for just a second. We can't get to the part up there yet, purely because of that wall that's over there, so we can't get any Pikmin past that to destroy it, so can't do anything with that just yet. Enemies will actually refill their health if you leave them alone for long enough, so don't really want to do that. If I could stop almost losing Pikmin today, that would be nice. And we're going to give them that. Alright. The Nova Blaster. So the funny thing about this item is that his description says it's, like, powerful enough to shoot through stars. But in the intro cutscene, you saw that they got downed by a meteorite. And there's a lot of lore to this franchise, like a lot more than people would probably think. There's quite a bit more to it than people will probably think. Okay, so we actually do not need yellows anymore today. We can get that part, and we can get that part. So we do not need yellows anymore today. I'm just going to go ahead and pluck them. That is the Nova Blaster. So that is our 5th part, which means we now have opened up the next area of the game. The worst area of the game, for that matter. Now, people were probably wondering if you saw my thumbnail for this. You might have noticed that my Pikmin plushies were holding something. They were holding a whisk. There's a reason for that, I promise. It wasn't just me grabbing a random item from the kitchen. There's actually a reason for that. You know what? Just take the 75 that we have. And, or 72 that we have. Do that. So we are going to need a few more of them over the course of the game. Because, again, reds are by far the most useful. Okay, so that's an iridescent flint beetle. And, they can drop nectar or pellets if you hit them a few times. Played so much of Saints Row, but now you feel like you're making no progress. Or 14 hours in, like, the past 24 hours. It's probably just starting to feel repetitive just from overplaying it. Okay, Spotty Bulborbs. They're a lot dumber in this game, though. They're a lot harder to kill in the second... Well, that's not actually true. But they're at least smarter in the second game. Kind of. But yeah, I've also been playing through Pikmin 2. And Pikmin 2 is a lot harder. Pikmin 2 is much harder. And it's a much longer game, but it's a much harder game. Alright. So, if I end up playing any of Pikmin 2, I probably won't play that much of it. Or, I mean, I might just, like, repay the debt aspect. I doubt I'm not going to 100% it on streams because it requires me to reset a lot, because it's actually a pretty challenging game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this next part. As long as we get one of the remaining 2 parts, I'd be pretty happy with today. I'd like to get them both, but if I can only get one of the 2 remaining ones, that's not really that big a deal. Because the next time we come back here, we're going to be able to grab all the remaining ones. I'd just like to go ahead and knock it out now while I can. I want to get this one out of the way because it's a boss fight. Trying to guide them along narrow paths usually doesn't end well, so we're going to do that. And we have our first boss enemy, the burrowing Snaggerets. These weird bird creature things. They're weird. The best way to fight them is to swarm them as they're coming out of the ground and get all the Pikmin onto their heads, and you can deal half its health bar worth of damage if you manage to pull that off. Otherwise, you just have to throw... Oh, he got one. That's okay. Pikmin are expendable, technically. You don't need that many of them. Well, excuse me, no. What I mean is that they're expendable. They can die, and it's not going to be the end of the world. The Geiger counter. And he doesn't know what it's for. Should probably read that manual. Probably should definitely read the manual. I love how this only gave me blue and yellow pellets. I'm going to go ahead and take all of these. Uh-oh. Never mind. Okay, then. That burrowing Snaggeret's going to be a bitch. So, we're just going to go with some easier things. So yeah, we're just going to go with easier red pellets. And Pikmin sprouting than that. We do not need to bother with more difficult ones. So we'll just grab everything that's out here. And we should actually have enough red Pikmin probably for the rest of the game. After today, so that's going to be good. So we want to get the rest... Once we get this back, then we just got to go up there and grab the last thing. And those buds in the ground, we'll pluck them in a minute. I just got to get this off the ledge or else they'll not stop going for it. So let's get that off the ledge so it won't be a problem later. And we have about 3 minutes left in the day, so that should be more than enough time to get our last part. Alright, we have the Geiger counter. Excellent. Will I be live tomorrow? It depends. It depends on if that person were supposed to start on Modern Warfare 2 tomorrow. Of course, there's no guarantee that it's going to work out. Because this time, like, he seems like he's going to be communicative and all. Like, it shouldn't be that big of an issue, but he is in, I want to say, Italy. I know that if it's not Italy, it's somewhere in the EU. It's a European flag. I didn't get that good of a look at it. So because of that, we'll see if it all works out. Hopefully we'll even, be able to play together and all, because sometimes there can be issues with that. Not usually, but it can happen. So, if we're able to play Call of Duty tomorrow night, then I will not be live. Okay, you go over here. Do not eat the pellets, please. And if we can at least get this part off the ledge, I'll be I'll be happy, because once you move a part somewhere... Uh-oh. Stupid red. It's not even a red leaf, so I can't call it a Steve. Uh-oh. This is bad. Okay. You can have the nectar if you want it. Actually, no, you can't. Alright, so I'm going to have to go around here. And hide. He's going to stomp around for a few moments. I don't know which of you was a Steve. But you made a mistake. Thankfully, we were able to rectify the problem. And we can now carry this back. So again, as long as we get it off the ledge, we're good. That's all that matters. And also, one Pikmin will eat an entire thing of nectar if you let them. So don't let them. Alright, that was actually everything I wanted to accomplish. A little bit slower than I expected it to be done, but it was all done in one day, so I have no complaints. I'll download it just in case, yeah. Probably not a bad idea. Hopefully it'll work out, but if it doesn't, then we can work on it together. So yeah, that'll be the next part of Modern Warfare 2 that you get. It'll be part 4 of that. It'll be a video series. Wait a minute. Where are there 5 Pikmin? Where are there 5 Pikmin? Okay, now they're all here. Okay, never mind. So we have 100 flowered reds. That is really good. We might be good to go on reds for the rest of the game. I would have liked to have spent a few moments flowering some yellows, because we only have 32 of them. And we will need yellows at a few points in the game. Yeah, oh well. That's fine. Day 3 was a success. Oh, that one tripped in the cutscene. Oh, that's always great. He was a leaf. He was a flower. He wasn't even a leaf. He was a flower, and he still tripped in the cutscene. I don't think they trip starting in Pikmin 2. Or they do it less. Alright, Bulborbs, you won't be eating here tonight. Alright, we lost one in battle to the burrowing Snagrit, which is fine. Otherwise, 3 dead so far. Sprouted tons. None left behind, which is good. We are going to need more yellows, though. I want to have 50 of them. We can easily get some when we go back to the impact site, though. Hey, Secret Underdog. I'm doing well. Enjoying a bit of Pikmin on this Friday night. So the next area is my least favorite, the Forest Navel. It has 9 parts in it. This area is going to take days 4, 6, and 7, I believe. Or no, I don't know necessarily 4, 6, and 7, but this place is going to take 3 days. I can't get all the parts in less than that. I'm not good enough at the game yet. Obviously, speedrunners can do it in 1 day, which is insane. Burping a bit. Had a lot of food today. We tried a restaurant today at work and went out for lunch. It was really, really good. But I ate quite a bit of food there. And then I ate leftovers for dinner, but they were very filling leftovers. Alright, so they're going to knock down this bridge. And by the way, this game has a very nasty glitch in it to where if Pikmin are below the bridges while they're being built, it will crush them and kill them. Not a fun day. So not something that we want to have happen. They might have fixed that issue in this version of the game. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to test it. So here we need to get blue Pikmin. Once we have blue Pikmin, we can do everything, but we won't really have enough to do much with them here. Because you do need them for several parts here, and we're going to need more than what we have to get all those parts. So we've got a couple of parts I know we can get. Probably the bread bug, the gear, and the spring. Alright, these are... by the way, all the enemy names in this game in this entire franchise are really, really weird. These guys are called Fiery Blowhogs. That is their name. Don't know what Miyamoto was on when he was thinking of some of these names. They will breathe fire at you. But red Pikmin are immune to fire. So as long as we have red Pikmin, they can't really do anything unless they manage to throw one of them into the water. Stop drinking the nectar. This is not a drug game. I don't know where I was going with that. So we're going to let them knock this bridge down. And by the way, Olimar can punch enemies, but he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And with that, if Olimar goes down, the day just ends. And any Pikmin that were out are left behind. Alright, so throw as many reds onto this as we can to get it back. Okay, that's good. That's a bread bug. We'll deal with him later. He's not really much of a concern at the moment. He can't usually hurt Pikmin easily. Gravity Jumper, he can manipulate gravity and pull off probably a gravitational escape jump thing from the movie Interstellar, which is a fantastic movie. One of my all-time favorites. He's gonna die. Oh, no, I got him out. Okay. Oh, what? What the? What happened? Wait. Okay. I don't know what just happened. I'm assuming that one of them got crushed under the bridge, if I had to guess. I think that's probably what happened, is that a couple of them got crushed under the bridge. Which is, again, it's a really annoying glitch that they should have fixed in the Wii version, but didn't. So they sure as hell weren't going to fix it in an HD port. It wasn't like a remaster or anything like that. Well, that's annoying. It is what it is. It's not that big a deal. Ooh, ooh. We're going to have both of them. Grab it before it goes all the way. That is actually important. The bread bug just steals your stuff and tries to carry it back to his base. And you don't want that. If he does that, he'll kill any Pikmin that are on the object, and that object will be gone for you. Gravity Jumper collected 8 out of 30 parts. Not too bad. On average, 3 parts a day here, so... I am going to take down this wall. The bombs are not as important here. They're only needed to access one ship part directly. And we're going to get that one later. Today we're just going to use them to open up a few extra paths. And actually, if we knock down this one, it would save some good time later. But I think the big black walls are 9 bombs, I believe it is. And I think we only have 6. There are more bomb rocks on the stage. I just don't know if I'm going to get to them today. What is that? Okay, that was my ice maker. But that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about what were these 2 red Pikmin doing here. Where'd the bread bug go? He must have gone back to his lair. Yeah, he's still alive. He's over here. God, my ice maker's being really loud today. Okay, Shearwigs. A more annoying version of Sheargrubs. A much more annoying version of Sheargrubs. And I just lost at least 1 yellow to fire. This game doesn't really break down how you lose Pikmin the same way that Pikmin 2 does. Pikmin 2 is a lot more detailed. Pikmin 3 is not. Shearwigs are basically Sheargrubs that fly. And they're just as annoying as that sounds. Okay, fine. You guys can have that one. I was hoping the bread bug would show up and try to take it. But most important thing today is to get blue Pikmin. And we're not going to be able to do too much more here yet. We need to have more blue Pikmin to get everything here. And I don't think I'm going to have more than like 15 or 20 of them here. Blue Pikmin have mouths that are supposed to be gills, apparently. It's a Pikmin of another color. So it's kind of funny how much blue Pikmin have become, like, kind of useless. Because when you look at Pikmin in the games, in Pikmin 2, blue Pikmin are still useful, but not as useful as they were in Pikmin 1. Well, no, I would argue they're still fairly useful in Pikmin 2. But in Pikmin 3, they're, like, outright useless. You literally only need them... On an any percent run, you literally only need them 1 time. You might even not need them if there's any glitches to get around a specific day in Pikmin 3. So they might even be entirely useless in Pikmin 3. Unless you're doing a 100% run, in which case you need them for like 4 of the 66 fruits in the game. It's not very many of them. You don't need very many at all. You only need them for that one or 2 things. Alright. So we've got that. I was hoping the bread bug would show up again. And actually, I'm going to throw some yellows up to this. Because they're the only ones that can reach it. Or not. Okay, never mind. We're going to go this way instead. Ah, blues. I need you. Come here. Blue Pikmin move the fastest. I haven't really talked about them yet. Blue Pikmin are, of course, waterproof. And they move the fastest. They move slightly faster than the other Pikmin. If you're comparing all flowered Pikmin, of course. Okay, the bread bug's there and just being a bit of a dick, being a bit of a nuisance. He's just taking away the corpses and such. Actually, no, I want to toss just reds at this, because they're probably going to carry it back through the puffy, fiery blowhogs. Puffy blowhog is another enemy type that we haven't seen yet. We'll see them later. Alright, but yeah, we definitely will need at least 100 blues. Well, maybe not at least 100, but it would be nice to have a lot of blues. Okay, so at this point... how many did the yellow get? How many did he carry back? Just one? We're not gonna get the other part that needs yellows today, and I doubt we're gonna get to any bomb rocks. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna put away some reds as well so we can withdraw some more blues. How did you all miss? No, seriously, how did you miss? Clearly failed climbing school. Hey, why? Don't do that. Behave. We're going back in your onion. Oh boy. So yeah, we do not have a lot of blues right now. Like I said, we are going to need them a lot more later on. So we're going to need to sprout quite a few more. Okay, the other 5 are up there, so they're fine. They're in the ground, so nothing's going to happen to them. Alright, so they will crawl across that and carry that back. It'll probably run through fire, but that's fine. That won't do anything bad. And then that happens when they climb over a ledge, because they're not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. Excellent. So we got that. I actually probably don't really even need blues anymore today, because there's not really anything else they can do. Unless I can get this wall entirely down. Oh. I should have been more careful about that. Alright, that's fine. I think we got 3 parts back today. We got this one, we got the spring. No, wait, did we only get 2 back? Yeah, I think we only got 2 back. Ugh. But we did at least bomb some walls down, so that's good. I tell you what, actually, those Pikmin should be fine on that wall. I think there might have been 1 blue with them that might end up getting killed, but that's the only issue. Otherwise, I'm going to give them some nectar. There's another wall I want to break down. Alright. Do that. Yeah, we don't quite have enough blues to do exactly what I'd like to do. So we're going to take our reds here and we're going to have them break down this stick wall. Which I believe it's confirmed in the canon that these walls are built by the Pikmin. Actually, I might as well let the blues tear this one down as well, because it'll go faster. Yeah, we're not going to have time to get everything else today. So, hopefully it doesn't take more than 3 days to clear this area. I hope it doesn't. That would be kind of bad. They have made, like, no progress on this wall. That's the problem with the, like, any of the darker walls. They're way harder to tear down. Okay, this one's almost down. So, I'm gonna call them back so that nothing happens to them. We definitely don't want to leave any Pikmin behind, because that is the biggest waste of Pikmin, is to leave them behind. Losing to battle is one thing, but when you lose them to sunset, it's just the worst because they're just completely wasted. And perfect. Come on, up the thing. And we're good. I want to get them into base so that they don't accidentally separate. And we're good. Alright, we lost a few Pikmin today due to the bridge glitch, but that's it. That's not my fault, that's just a thing that happens. This month's PS Plus games are here. I have no idea about Endling. Cold War. I'm not against doing Cold War. But Ghost and Killer had a really bad experience with it when they boosted it. Because, like, the campaign stuff's easy. Or typical for Call of Duty. The standard zombies is easy. The problem is, like, 2 of the multiplayer trophies and the one really bad trophy for Dead Ops Arcade. But they have the most trouble with the multiplayer trophy, the one for, like, squad wipes or something. Now, if it's boostable, I'd be much more willing to do it. But I'm not sure if it's boostable or not. I know that the one for Dead Ops has been made easier. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to build up our Pikmin numbers, namely our blues and partially our yellows. So we're going to return to the impact site to do that. We're only going to be able to get one part here because that's all that's left. But the main goal of the day is to build up numbers. We're already a third of the way through our playthrough, though, which is crazy to think of. We're only an hour in. We're a third of the way through, if things go correctly. Endling is easy, quick platinum. You play as a fox. Okay. As long as you follow a guide. That makes sense. I'm sure that bad drivers got one out by now. Alright, so we want to sprout lots of blue Pikmin today. Maybe a few reds. And we'll sprout some yellows as well. We don't need that many yellows, but I'd like to have some extras in reserve, just in case the Let's Play curse decides to rear its ugly head. So we're going to let them go ahead and grab all of those, all the blue pellets. You know what? Fine. Just take those colors. That's fine. There's plenty of other options here. Like, we have more than enough red Pikmin, I think. I don't think red Pikmin are going to be a problem. Months ago, you were in the squad for the squad wipe medals. If you plan on platinuming it, I might be able to get people to help me. Okay, cool. But I think the thing for me with that game is, as bad as this is going to sound, I've mentioned this before, that it's going to need to be a similar situation to what happened with Call of Duty World War II for me. Because the main reason I was able to do COD World War II, at least its DLCs, now it's Platinum, the Platinum wasn't that big of a problem, was that I was able to spend a lot of time on that game's DLCs for 1 week because it was when I was sick with COVID the first time. So, of course, I couldn't go anywhere or do anything. Burp. But at the same time, of course, COVID doesn't really do that much to me. Get all the yellow Pikmin out, because there's several things they can carry back. So I had plenty of time for like a week to just be able to play video games. Alright. Do that. And now we can fight this iridescent flint beetle. Or try to. So they will drop pellets on the first hit. On the second hit, they drop nectar. And on the third hit, if you can hit them a third time, they'll drop more nectar. Can you actually hit him again in this version? You can only hit him... Okay, you might be able to hit him a fourth time. Because in Pikmin 2, you can only hit him 3 times, but they often drop other stuff too, like treasures. Sounds like he's still here. Thought I just heard him scurrying around. Yeah, I think he is still alive. Okay, so that time he just dropped another pellet. Oh, I think that might be a new one, actually. So they're not supposed to drop pellets again after you hit him the first time. Yeah, that's a second one. Okay, we got very lucky with that. We got a second one. So that's going to allow more nectar. Alright, now we have the very tedious task of getting all the Pikmin up here, because they don't like to follow orders. The good thing is in this game, it's a good and a bad thing in this version of the game, is that they don't just immediately drop their bomb rocks when you throw them, which is nice. Because they did that in the GameCube version, and I think in the Wii version, and it could be problematic at times. But yeah, Infinite Warfare, that Platinum Trophy was not the most fun in the world. I mean, for one, you've got a bugged multiplayer trophy that was never fixed. And we're going to use at least one bomb on here. I think it's going to take 2 to break this one down. Might be 3. Oh, it is 3. Well, you know what? That's a good use of all bomb rocks. Alright, but... Oh, no, you cannot have that. New enemy, Pearly Clam Clams. Again, the names in this game are ridiculous. These enemies will bite down on lots of Pikmin, and they can kill... I don't think they have a limit on the number of Pikmin they can kill. Okay, so we're going to give this first one actually to the yellows. Just because they've been good to me so far, and that'll give us enough yellows easily for the rest of the game. We will not need to sprout any more yellows. And we'll give this one to the reds. Just because they need some love. And now, I'm going to grab our blues. We only have 29 of them, so not a lot. Do not want to lose him here. Play Tears of the Kingdom. Not a big Zelda fan, actually. Fun fact, I am not much of a Zelda person. Never have been. Oh yeah, get them out of there. And we're good. Yeah, I'm really not a Zelda fan. And I mean, I played Breath of the Wild a little bit back when in the early days. I just wasn't a fan of it, you know? It's just not really my kind of game. Or, I mean, not even that it's not my kind of game, it's just something I just didn't really enjoy that much. Okay, blues are getting this one. And I also want the blues to get that 20 pellet over there. So they're going to do that. And then they're going to do that. And they're going to sprout lots of little blue Pikmin. And after this, we're going to have easily enough yellows. I wouldn't mind maybe getting a few more reds, but it's not that critical. If I really wanted more reds, I could try to send them up there. Oh, don't eat that. Not yet. I gotta flower some Pikmin. But yeah, Infinite Warfare's Platinum. The campaign does have some tricky moments. It's not too bad on Veteran, but it does have some tricky moments to it. And then the Zombies mode is fun, but it also has some frustrating trophies. And then the multiplayer has one trophy that should be easy, but it's bugged. It's always been bugged since the game came out, and they never fixed it. Of course, I have my conspiracy as to why they never fixed it. I think they purposefully never fixed it in order to force people to continue playing the multiplayer and therefore be more likely to purchase loot boxes to possibly give them a better chance of winning, because one of the potential solutions for that trophy is to just keep racking up wins until the trophy eventually unlocks. Or you can follow a really, convoluted workaround for it if you want to, from what I've heard. I was one of the lucky ones with that trophy. I was able to get it naturally just by winning about maybe 20 total games. You only have to win 5 games for it if it works, but it doesn't work for anyone. Yeah, there's kind of a ridiculous workaround. Yep, only in the Asian servers nowadays. That's how you have to do it, which is just so ridiculous. Because usually Activision gets their games fixed pretty quickly. Oh, you already have that trophy? Well, you're technically in the clear then for, the arguably worst overall trophy in the game because it's so broken. Alright, we now have 100 blues. That's good. Over 100 blues. That's huge. We're going to need them. You're going to need a lot of blues when we get to the 4th area, and we need a fair number of them for the rest of the Forest Navel. And, of course, we need a few of them for the other area. Alright, we want to flower up as many as possible. Okay, we've got basically 100 flowered blues at this point. Actually, I'm just going to throw a bunch of them over here. Hey, Dres Doubloon. This is Zombies trophies you found to be tough. Oh, yeah. The Zombies trophies are not easy in that game by any means. The thing about Infinite Warfare Zombies is that the actual mode is one of the easier Zombies modes in the franchise. It's the actual Zombies mode is one of the easier ones in the franchise. But the trophies and the Easter egg are tough. Yeah, it's going good. I am playing me some Pikmin. Some Dickman. Pikmin. Pikmin 1. Playing through it in preparation for Pikmin 4 coming out at the end of the month. So we don't have, any flowered yellows. We don't need a ton of flowered yellows. Again, we don't need that many of them, but I'd like to have definitely more than what I do have right now, so that's good. Get a few more of them flowered up right there. Perfect. We should have enough of them to go around. I think we already have over 100 reds, and most of them are flowered already. Alright, so send these back into the onion. Yeah, I wish I had a few more of them, but it's okay. There's not a lot more nectar on this level, though. That's the one thing about the impact side. It doesn't have a whole lot of nectar. Alright, so let's make sure I have a good number of flowered reds. I should at this point. At least 50. Okay, yeah, I do at least have a lot of flowered reds at this point, so we should be fine. Well, when we go back to the other area tomorrow, it'll be fine because we can rack up more there. We do have that other thing of nectar right there, so I'll hit that in just a second. Let them carry that back. Okay. Send the reds back in because they're all flowered right now. And we can flower reds tomorrow as needed, because there's only 2 parts left, and they shouldn't take that long to get. This is just the one on the other side of the water and the armored cannon beetle, which is actually harder in this version of the game. Ooh, that gave a lot of nectar. That was lucky. That's a lot of nectar. Alright, so we have... all of our yellows are flowered, and we have 100 flowered blues. So while we have a few moments left here, I'm going to make sure we have 100 flowered reds, and then we will be good. Good to go for a large chunk of the game. You're in the middle of your cleanup of Rise of the Tomb Raider, and just found someone to boost multiplayer with. Solid. I have nearly 100 flowered reds. That's good. That's huge, actually. Yeah, we're in really, really good shape right now. This is how you have to separate them if you're trying to get the flowers versus the bulbs and leaves, is you just have to, like, sort of throw them like that is the only way to do it. And then I send those away so they get out of the way. Don't have to worry about them again. And now we'll take these last few over to drink some nectar. I think there's one or two that aren't flowered in there, but that's fine. There's literally one that's not flowered. It's a bud. So he's basically a Steve. This Pikmin gets to be in the ending cutscene. He's special. Alright, we're going to go to sunset. End of the day. We sprouted a lot of Pikmin. And that special not Steve red Pikmin gets to be in the ending cutscene because he's special. Like my dogs. They're very special. One of them is special. And one of them is special in asterisks. And there's just one spotty Bulborb here. So that's just telling you about the evolution cycle of the Pikmin. Did not lose any today, which is good. 7 total loss, not too bad at all. Sprouted 168. And we should be good to go the rest of the game. So we should be able to beat the game in 7 more days. Day 6, we spend here. 7 and 8, here. 9 through 11 in the 4th area. And day 12 in the final battle. We shouldn't need to sprout up any more Pikmin. We'll probably need to reflower a few of them after today, but that's about it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to start out by just getting out a ton of blues. When am I ending the stream? Probably when I finish the game, because it's really not that long of a game. I'd like to finish the entirety of Pikmin 1 tonight. The other 2 games, if and when I play them, will not be single stream type of games. They'll take multiple. Because Pikmin 2... I mean, I'm not going to 100% Pikmin 2 on stream because I don't know the game well enough, and it's honestly not all that easy for me. It's definitely the hardest one. Pikmin 3 will take probably 2 or 3 streams. So yeah, this game should be able to beat everything tonight. Pikmin 2, if I decide to play, it'll be multiple streams, and Pikmin 3 will probably take like 2 to 3. Pikmin 3 is not that long of a game once you get to be good at the game, but it still takes some time. Especially on Ultra Spicy, because it limits you to 60 Pikmin instead of 100, which is a really weird way to change the difficulty of the game. And now, so far, from what I've played of Pikmin 4, it seems like it's going to be in the vein of Pikmin 3 and be, like, kind of baby easy mode. Especially after a first playthrough. First playthrough of a Pikmin game is always going to be a struggle. For any player, anytime they're playing through a Pikmin game for the first time. It's always going to be a struggle. Because you have to learn the new mechanics of it. the different Pikmin, how everything works. You have to plot strategies and routes to do everything. Usually the first playthrough goes that way. Usually first playthrough isn't going to be that great. But with like Pikmin 3, even Pikmin 1 here, and probably with Pikmin 4, subsequent playthroughs are usually pretty easy. Pikmin 2 is the one main exception to that because it is such a long game and it's noticeably more difficult. Okay, fine, you can have some nectar. See if I care. Alright, so I want about 40 of them. You're supposed to do this with reds. So this is the Armored Cannon Beetle. I think that's his name in this game. Just throw a Pikmin into his blowhole and then throw him onto his back. Simple as that. This fight is a lot buggier in this version, though. Sometimes they won't get, pardon the wording here, but it happens a lot in this franchise. Sometimes they just won't get stuck in the hole. And when that happens, they might get run over by the boulder. And that's instant death. Not a good thing for a Pikmin. Alright, so that's done. So they'll get that back. And I don't know how many will lose their flowers by the end of the day. By the end of their efforts today. So I'll have a little bit of time to flower up any other Pikmin today as needed. Enemies respawn after I think it's like 3-ish in-game days. Sheer grubs. And, yep, sheer grubs. We might lose one. I suck at fighting these things. Surprisingly did not. Oh, no, there's more. We're not done yet. Okay, fine, you can carry that back. No, you can't. More of them. The only real thing about these enemies is that the ones that can't hurt Pikmin, they can eat the bridges that you build and, like, remove the work that you've done on them, which is really, really annoying. The radiation canopy, make sure it hasn't cracked, because we don't want radiation leaks. Oh, please, you can just fix everything with dirt. That's like a canon thing that he does, is he fixes stuff with dirt. Or claims that he can. Alright, so we're going to take our blue Pikmin, and we're going to build the remainder of the bridge. These are wog poles. Basically just tadpoles. They can't really do anything. They're pretty useless. They might be able to eat Pikmin in this game, actually. I'm not going to say that. They might be able to eat Pikmin in this game. This might be the one where they can. I don't know if they can, because they cannot in Pikmin 2. And they can't in Pikmin 3 either, I don't think. No, it's those fish-looking things that can eat them in Pikmin 3. Alright, so first bridge is built. The stupid thing about this is that even if you have blues and you toss them to this, they will only go across the bridge. They will only carry this back if the bridge is built. Even though they can go through the water to carry it. Yeah, blue Pikmin have become so much less useful, and I suspect that Pikmin 4 is going to continue making them useless. Because I suspect that in Pikmin 4, Ice Pikmin are going to be able to replace them. To some degree. I don't think they're going to be the level of broken that Wing Pikmin are in Pikmin 3. So I think that blues are still going to have some uses, because they're the only ones that can go underwater, I believe, still. Because Ochi can't go underwater, he can swim across once you get him upgraded. And I don't think Ice Pikmin can go underwater. I think they still drown. Or they can drown. I didn't get that. I didn't play the demo too much. Like, I played it enough to beat it, but that was it. Come on, bang your head against the thing faster. Give yourself brain damage or hump it harder. Whatever it looks like. Whatever you want to think it looks like. This bridge takes quite a while to build. Even though we don't have a... I mean, we don't have a full 100 Pikmin on it, but Regardless. The music in this game is wonderful, by the way. I've actually got a little bit of this music in the soundtrack for the Fallout 3 video. This Pikmin has a really good soundtrack. I like using... I can really only use video game music for the backgrounds because it's not copyrighted, usually. It's usually something you can get away with putting in without getting copyright strikes, or notices at least. So the Sagittarius, that's his son's astrological symbol. I am a Libra, and the Libra is actually in the game. It is the other one that we're going to get in the Forest Naval. Alright, so we have 100 flowered blue Pikmin, so once that gets back, we can do another check on the other Pikmin and make sure they're all flowered. They should be, but we're going to have plenty of time to do it, so we might as well check and make sure. Gonna have a hot chocolate. Go for it. That one flavor of coffee I have smells like chocolate and has a tiny bit of a chocolate taste to it. Okay, the dolphin can now go to the 4th area of the game. We are not going to go there yet. We're not ready to go there yet. If I do end up streaming tomorrow, though, it most likely won't be Pikmin. If I end up streaming tomorrow, it'll most likely be the Division 2 Platinum Trophy. Possibly. The only thing left is I have, at most, 4 more missions to do on Hard. Not counting, like, DLC stuff I still have to do. But for Platinum, I have, at most, 4 missions left to do on Hard. I'm not sure if doing them when they're invaded by the Black Tusk counts. And if they do count, then I only have 2 missions left. If they don't count, then I have 4. Either way, not a big deal. 4 missions, not a big deal. That would take like an hour and a half total. And then the only other trophy, though, is the not specialization. The suits, the cards. There are 52 cards you can collect from killing named elites. There's exactly one. One bud. Of course there is. So yeah, with the named elites, you get 1 card every time you kill one. You can kill one every half an hour. Ooh, I don't know where he is in there. Oh, he got stuck in this group. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Just drink nectar. And at this point, I've collected 29 out of the 52 possible cards. So, I mean, I'm making progress on it. It's so much RNG. It's 100% RNG. You don't get duplicates, which is good. But even with that, it takes forever. And I'm at 29 out of 52. You're going to need, at maximum, you're going to need 50. Because at that point, no, at maximum you're going to need 49. Because you can get 12 of each type, and then one more, the next one you get will be a complete set. Hi, Ochi! Good to have you here, puppy. Rescue puppy. Alright, that is it for this area. None sprouted, none lost in battle, none left behind. Parts collected, we're good. Alright, day 6 is cleared, halfway through. So we could go to the Distant Spring, but we're going to go back to the Forest Naval for the next 2 days. We have 7 more parts to get here. And I really want to get through it in 2 more days. I would rather not embarrass myself with a 13-day run instead of a 12-day run. Because I know I can do it in 12 days. I've done it in 12 days several times at this point. Okay, first things first. We're going to grab 25 blue Pikmin. And we're going to take them down to this area. so that they can collect the Ionium Jet. That's where the other bomb rocks are, but they're kind of hard to get to. Okay, so they're going to carry that back. And a lot of the fiery blowhogs are going to be back, unfortunately. So we got that one. That part's easy. I'd like to get the part out of the water today. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more blues out for here in just a moment. And I'm going to get out about 12 yellows to carry bomb rocks. I can't remember how many are there, so I'm just going to take 12. And with that part almost back, in all honesty, as long as they're in the base, we can always just grab them the next day. No problem. Alright, so as soon as they get back with that, we can do that. Then there are 2 parts behind that one gate that we haven't broken down yet. One of those requires all 3 types. Oh, the bread bug's up here. Bread bug's here. Yeah, I don't care about the Ionium Jet. Bread bug's here. Alright, can we give him something to try to eat? Bread bug, come back here. You can also damage him by throwing Pikmin on him, but it's slow. It takes like 12 hits, I think. 12 direct hits. It might actually work, though. I think he heals as well if he gets all the way back to his, like, base. Wait a minute. How do I have 62 Pikmin in the field? Wait. Did I take that many out? Oh, wait, yeah, I did. I'm dumb. I forgot I took out more blues. I was thinking there for a second the game had glitched. It wouldn't have surprised me because this counter can bug out. And it's kind of hilarious when it happens. I still remember when the Runaway guys did a Let's Play of this game. So the group that's Chugga, Tim, and John. So Chugga, Nintendo Caprice Sun, and Proton John. I'm not going to be able to get him. Because you can't just swarm him. That doesn't work. But what I could do is that. Then swarm him. Oh, crap. Okay, we lost 1 blue. That's fine. It's not going to kill us. No, we lost a yellow. Oh, we've lost 2 Pikmin today. 3 Pikmin today, I think. Okay, so what we want to do now is the bread bug's going to try to steal this. So we're going to do that. It should get carried all the way back, and that's going to be how he dies. Unless something else really stupid happens, which is entirely possible with this game. And it might sound like I don't like the game sometimes. I love the game, but the first one's really buggy. First one has a lot of issues that were thankfully worked out in later entries. But it's impossible to deny that the first one has problems. And they're more noticeable now than ever, now that it's in HD. Okay, so the bombs are going to be needed absolutely over here to break down a specific wall. Okay, we just went up in 1 Pikmin count, so they must have gotten back. So yeah, they are absolutely going to be needed here to break down this wall. Because this is a boss arena wall. So they need to break this one down to be able to access a boss fight. Gotta avoid the fire geyser, of course, because you can't destroy hazards in this game like you can in the second game. Oh, crap. Sorry, Yellow. That was a bad throw. His sacrifice was not in vain because his bomb went off. I shouldn't have thrown him. I'm being a little careless with my Pikmin today. They can also... Stupid Pikmin. Okay, that one was a bad throw, but we got it in time. Okay, let them break this down real quick. So that's a boss arena. We'll deal with that later. Okay, the bread bugs part is there, so the bread bug's done. So there's 2 boss fights, 2 back there, and there's that one out there. I want to get the one that's out in the middle of the water today. I want to get that one out of the way. That one's kind of annoying. Come on, break down the wall. You've almost got it. Yeah, if I get the one out in the water today, that would be great. Or at least get it out of the water. And try to beat the boss down here. And maybe get the other one out of the water past the other gate would also be kind of nice. We got half the day left, so it should be enough time. I think I can get all those parts back today. Good lord. Problem with this game is that you only have one captain, so you can't really multitask the way you can in the other one. Okay, well, they're gonna die. I didn't want you to fight them. I know I didn't make that very clear, but... Okay, I'm gonna put the yellows up here for safekeeping. I barely have enough blues to do this. This thing takes 40. It's the second heaviest part in the game, I believe. These are Wollywogs. A very dangerous enemy. Wollywogs will slam down on you, and they can kill lots of Pikmin. They can't kill each other. They're heavily nerfed in the later games. They're a lot weaker in Pikmin 2, partially because you have purple Pikmin. And in Pikmin 3, they're kind of a joke with rock Pikmin, because rock Pikmin can't even be hurt by them. Okay, so we got this piece out of the water. I'm ready to whistle. If they get it past the blowhogs, that would be great. If they don't, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. We got it out to there. I guess we're not going to take that wall down today. That's fine. Yeah, you guys can have that because you sacrificed several of your own today. So you guys can have that one. We don't need a whole lot of blues for the rest of today, though. Mostly need reds and later yellows. Okay, got the space bloat back. So in the journal entry, he says that an excellent swimmer like him doesn't need that part. And that is in reference to the fact that this game has 3 different endings. Okay, we should only need 25 blues. Okay, I know where the yellows are still down there, but some of these guys are stuck down here. Come on up. Alright, there we go. We've got that, so... I think it's 25, so I'll bring 25. Well, 25. I was going to bring 26 for safety, but that's fine. We have some yellows already down there. How many do we have? 10 of them. Okay, so let me get another 15 yellows also for safety, in case any of them die at any point. And the rest of the squad is going to be reds for the rest of today. We got a wall to break down, and we got 2 parts to get down. And out of hazardous areas. Alright, so let's go retrieve the remaining yellows, wherever they are. They're over there. We're not going to bother with retrieving... Actually, yeah, we may not have time to get that part back today. Well, you know what? Let's give it to the Reds, see if they can get it back in time. I don't know if they can, but we'll try. How do you all disappear from it like that? We weren't supposed to do that. Okay, that was good. Yep, let them have that. Okay, that one stupid yellow might drown. Again, Pikmin AI is not always the best. It's kind of a joke. But it's fine. Okay, I'm ready to whistle them. So it's actually more dangerous when they end up in the water than it is when they get caught on fire. I love how I only lost 1 from that. Because when they go in the water, they're kind of hard to rescue. Okay, come on. We gotta get past this fiery blowhog today. Or we're gonna be wasting some time. I guess I should have brought more reds. We're not taking that part back. Okay, we lost more yellows. I don't care that much. Ugh, we're losing quite a few of them today. It's okay, they brought it on themselves. Let them keep getting caught on fire, for all I care. See how much I care. Yeah, we've lost like 7 of them at this point to this one enemy. This is going to be by far our worst day so far for Pikmin deaths. Okay, that one got stuck. That one wasn't my fault. That one was him getting stuck. Alright. Olimar's suit has taken a lot of damage, so I'm going to run back up. We have about a minute and 30 seconds until the end of the day. So I am quickly going to run back up, grab the red Pikmin, heal my spacesuit, and see if we can't start getting one of these parts back. Standing in front of the dolphin will heal his spacesuit. Nice little tip there. If we can't get that part back today, it's not that big a deal. I think I can get back 4 parts tomorrow. It kind of depends, though. I wasn't really that inefficient today, either, for the most part. Okay, we got rid of a puffy blowhog. That'll hopefully make life a little bit easier. We're not gonna be able to get the part that requires all 3 types. Oh, great. One got stuck somewhere. I have no idea where. Well, I don't know where that one is, but he's gonna get left behind because getting this part out of the water is more important. That red tripped. He may also get left behind. The Pikmin separating doesn't work that well either in this game. Actually, it's never worked that well in any of the games. Please tell me this is only 20. Okay, good. Come on, get it out of the water. Ooh, that was close. That was about as close as it can get. Okay, we got it out of the water, which is good. So we only need blues for one more thing. We only need like 2 of them. I'll bring like 5, but we only need like 2 of them. Alright, I think we might have left one behind though. Yeah, we left behind 1 blue. I didn't even see him on the map though. Where the heck was he? I didn't even see him. Because I looked at the map, I didn't see him. "15 lost to battle today." Ugh, that was not a good run of this area. 15 lost to battle, and 1 lost to being left behind. But I blame that on the fact that I couldn't see him on the map. Okay, 4 parts left to get here. I'm going to try to get them all today. It can be done, for sure. But it's going to require some quick movement. Alright, so first I gotta check the map. Okay, there's a sprout out there. I was wondering if that would happen. Okay, so that part is out of the water. So I just need about 5 blues. I'm gonna grab 20 yellows. And the rest are going to be reds. We're going to need reds for multiple things here. We're actually going to need reds for 2 different things today. Well, technically 3. Those 2 parts down there to carry them past the fire geysers. And we're going to need them for one of the boss fights. I think we can get all 3 today. Or all 4 today. I think we can get all 4 parts today. Okay, so sometimes when Pikmin die, they will be reborn as sprouts like that. That does sometimes happen. It's random. It's usually only after large amounts of Pikmin are lost in like a single battle somewhere. There's like a % chance that they can turn into a sprout. And we're actually going to need yellows here today. Not just for this. Okay. Well, that blue managed to get himself stuck. Alright, so let's let them break this bridge down. Or tear this bridge down, whatever you want to call it. And... I need just reds right now. Alright, you get to the bridge. These reds are going to begin carrying this back. So we only need 20 on it. So they'll get that back easily before the day's over. Long before the day's over, they'll get that back. If I don't get all the parts today, I will probably give this a second try to try to optimize my strategy as needed. Because I'm pretty sure I can get all 4 parts back. I mean, I know it's possible because speedrunners can do it. But I'm also not a speedrunner. If I can't, I can't, and it ends up taking 13 days to beat the game, it is what it is. There's no way I'm getting through the Distant Spring in 2 days, though. I'm not good enough at the game for that. I am not good enough to get through Distant Spring in 2 days. Okay, Reds. Get out of the water. Quit wasting time. Alright, get all the yellows up there. Why do you do that? Get out of the water. Why do you keep jumping in? What are you doing? you? Why do you keep jumping back into the water? So, that might have just cost us getting everything today. Bad Pikmin AI. It happens. It's probably hilarious for the viewers, not so much for the player. Okay, get the part down, get it back, and then we'll go off and fight a boss. Okay, that's theirs. Okay, well that wasted way more of the day than I would have liked. Because those yellows decided to try to go swimming. I have no idea why they thought that swimming was a good idea. Did the other part make it back yet? No, not quite. Okay, so I'm going to take this entire remaining 64. No, get out. Get out. Okay, that was close. Alright, so down here... Oh, okay, there we go. They got it back. So, yeah, we got 2 bosses to fight now. That other part should be fine. Unless it gets wollywogged, which I don't think it will. By the way, that's where the bread bug's nest is. Obviously not important at this point. So we need reds primarily for this fight. They would be the most useful, but any Pikmin technically will work here. So this is the Puff Stool. You want to swarm on him, and then as soon as he's upside down, throw all of your red Pikmin, or whatever Pikmin you have. Throw him quickly enough, you can one-cycle him. Simple enough. Pretty easy. If you're not fast about it, he will flip back over and he will spray out a poison that creates poison Pikmin that will attack you and slowly die. It's quite devastating when it happens. Not something we want to have happen. Alright, so now I gotta slightly escort this back against a Wollywog. I want to get the Wollywog distracted by looking at me. Look at me! Or just do that. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm not complaining about it. I think he's glitched in a good way. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Let me make sure there aren't going to be... Yeah, there are. Okay. I knew there were going to be some shearwigs here. Or grubs. And that wall isn't down, so... They may have to take a longer path. Yeah, they will. Okay. Everything here can kill Pikmin. Bad timing of that. It's okay, though. Alright, so get past all of this. Lost a couple of Pikmin. That's fine. These guys should be okay to go back. No, you're not taking that with you. Alright, we're going to need yellows here. Surprisingly, they're actually good in this fight. One of the few times we actually need them for anything. So we're going to go in with only about 10 of them. This is the last thing we need to do here. This is Beady Longlegs. He's one of the tougher bosses in the game, especially if you're not prepared for him. I will lose a few Pikmin to him. I've never done a flawless of him. So basically, you have to wait till he... Well, you don't have to wait till he leans if you're using yellows. If you're using reds or blues, you have to wait till he leans down. So basically, just throw Pikmin onto his central ball thing. He's already a quarter of the way down. Like I said, I will lose a few Pikmin to this fight because he just steps on them. I've gotten better at this fight over the years, though. Alright, they got that part back. So that's 3 out of the 4 parts. As long as Beady Longlegs doesn't go horribly, I should be able to get the 4th part back today. which means we'll still be... Ooh, that was close. Okay, regroup for a second. Don't let him step on him. Okay, there we go. Halfway. I was about to start singing a Big Time Rush song. You want to know something hilarious? Recently, well, not really recently now, it was like over a month ago, there was a day where the radio station at work started playing a Big Time Rush song. That show was actually not bad, though, I remember, because I watched the entire series in, like, February, March on Netflix. That show really wasn't that bad compared to a lot of the stuff on Nickelodeon. Certainly wasn't any Ned's Declassified or iCarly or Drake and Josh. Or, like, Avatar or anything, but it was solid. It was a good time. Is he dead? Alright, he's dead. Okay, he's down. Question is, can we get the part back in time? Ooh, okay, so how many does this take? 20. Okay, I gotta at least... If I can get it out of here... I can whistle yellows as needed. Okay, he's gonna try to carry that back. Because he's not smart. That's fine. Okay, I was expecting that. The guard satellite. It's supposed to alert you if something bad's going to happen. The question is, why did it not activate at the beginning of the game? Okay, so... I have... maybe 3 minutes to get that back. Should be more than enough time. I'll deposit my yellows. We don't care about the flowering and stuff. Yeah, I watched that on all the way through on Netflix. I'm still a little sad that some of the shows on Netflix like only have partial seasons. Like only a few seasons of iCarly, the original iCarly, and only a few seasons of the first 2 seasons of Ned's Declassified are on there. Which I think is really weird that you would only put like half the shows on there. Okay, this one can hold more Pikmin, so... Oh, great. Stupid yellow. You are not allowed to have the nectar. You are coming with us, and you're probably going to die. From fire. I do not care if you die from fire, because this is the last part today. Get as many reds on that as we can. Get it back as quickly as we can. I think it can hold 40. Alright, so that's everything. Alright, we're good. That'll be back in time. It's a little bit closer than I would have liked it to be, but it'll be back in time. But yeah, I watched through that, and that song just randomly came on the radio one day, which was so random. That show wasn't too bad. I'm actually watching through right now. Well, first off, it's about that time of year. It's been over a year since I've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I'm rewatching it. Trying to rewatch it like once a year now, possibly along with Legend of Korra. Hey, Timothy, just got Platinum 110. You're gonna Platinum Devil May Cry HD Collection. Ooh, that'll be a toughie. Go for it, though. If only Pikmin had achievements and trophies in it, I would probably have it done by now, the Platinum done by now. Pikmin 3 actually does. Pikmin 3 has a badge system. What is that Pikmin on the left doing? It's stretched out humping the other Pikmin. That's kind of funny. Alright. Well, that is it for the Forest Naval. We're done here. That one stupid yellow is going to get a moment in the spotlight here. But right now I'm also watching, it was another Nickelodeon show. It's just kind of fun watching the old Nickelodeon shows on there because of how not good a lot of them are. Like, Victorious is one. I'm not rewatching it because I've rewatched, like, Quentin Review's video of that game, of that show. that goes insanely in depth for like 12 hours on every episode of it, and it's a really good video series. There are now only 11 parts left. Can we get them in 22 days? Yes, we can. 5 in battle, not too bad. That was fine. We fought 2 bosses today, and we rushed through several areas, and not all of them were technically battles. Some of them were from traps, from doing stupid things. But I watched, or am watching, this is one that many of you guys had probably forgotten about or didn't know existed. It's called Bella and the Bulldogs. It's a football-based show, but it's also not a football-based show. I love football, so I don't... It's better than some of them, and the fact that Brett Bassinger was a celebrity crush at the time, back when the show was first on, and still is to this day. But it's interesting, because it's supposed to be football-based. And they don't do a whole lot of football in this football-based show in Texas. It's more tolerable than a lot of the crap that's on Nick now, though. Those old shows were usually more tolerable. Anyway, I'm currently on day 9, Sesimus. And we're headed to the distant spring. My goal is 12 days, sub 100 Pikmin deaths. That's what I can consistently do now. I haven't yet gotten down to less than 12 days. And I'm not confident in getting less than 50 Pikmin deaths, because half of my Pikmin deaths so far have been the Pikmin doing something stupid. Which happens a lot in this game. Alright. Day 9. We're in the distant spring. The 4th area of the game. This area is huge. And first things first, we're going to knock out a part that's right here near base. That's a little bit annoying to get to. I pronounced your name right, so people don't pronounce it right. What the? Grab it. Grab it. 2 more of you on it. Thank you. Yeah, that part's annoying. It's not too hard to get, but... Oh, sometimes they'll start carrying it sideways, which is really funny. That happened last time. It was very random, but also kind of hilarious. Pikmin AI is the worst in 1, yeah. Oh, yeah. They've been doing a lot of really stupid things so far. And I know it's not going to get any better in the remaining days. It gets a lot better in the other games, though. Pikmin 2, they're definitely at least a little bit smarter. Pikmin 3, they're a lot smarter, but then again, you can do literally everything in Pikmin 3 with wings and rocks. So when we get to that game, a lot of it's going to be wings and rocks. Alright, let's withdraw lots of blues. So our goal for today is to open up the map and kill some Wollywogs that get in the way. These are yellow Wollywogs. They're worse because, 1, they're an uncreative reskin, 2, they have more health than standard Wollywogs, and 3, they're the color of pee, which is not something that is very appealing. That's actually the first one I've lost to a Wollywog on this playthrough, so... Because we had that one Wollywog that was being really dumb in the Forest Naval. Oh, I shouldn't have called them back. That was my fault. Yeah, so Wollywogs kill a lot of Pikmin. We don't have to fight that many of them in the game. How many did they kill? 9? Ugh. I hate when that happens. Wollywogs are not fun to fight. Hopefully those are the only ones we have to kill. Okay, now that we're over here... Shearwigs. Because why not? You can already see that they're ramping up the enemy difficulty here. Yellow Wollywogs and Shearwigs everywhere. an annoying part that shouldn't have been as annoying as it was. Alright, so now, let them build the bridge. Then, once that's built, there is a big boy over here. A spotty bull bear, as well as a ship part. This is actually one of the optional ship parts. There's 5 that are optional in the game. That's one of them. You'll get the normal ending if you don't collect all 5 of the optional parts, but you collect the other 25, versus you'll get the best ending if you collect all 30, which is what we're doing. Collecting all 30 in 30 days is not a challenge anymore. It's just a challenge of seeing how quickly you can do it and how few Pikmin you can lose. Alright, so I'm going to take these 2 back to the onion. And I'm going to call out some yellows, because, again, the goal today is to open the map up. And get back about 3 parts, but open up the map is the big thing. Because we need the entire map to be open with bomb rocks, just so we can actually move freely. And then hopefully not need bomb rocks anymore here. Oh, come on. Get on the bridge. If you had just gone on the bridge in the first place. Also, there is something... Oh, for the love of God. You're wasting my entire day again. He's stuck under the bridge. Okay, we rescued that one. The other one got stuck under the bridge because he's an idiot. Okay, so that's a spotty bull bear. Basically a super tough version of a Bulborb. With a lot more health. And that's that. He's dead. Hopefully... Well, we'll have to fight several more of them, though. Because there are several more here that are in the way, so... Alright, we need all the bomb rocks we can get, because there's a few walls to break down here. Alright. Oh, there's still another one there. Send the blues on the massage machine. Need 30 of them here. There we go. Still another bomb rock here, but okay, we got it. Alright, so I think that... Yeah, only one yellow actually died out of that, surprisingly. But for sure we had lost more than that. So now we're just going to open up the pathways a bit. Or at least as much as we can. With what bomb rocks we have. There is another stash of bomb rocks near here that we can get. I'll grab it in a minute. I want to take this out first. So these big walls take 9. And we only have 8? No, we might have 9. No, we only had 8. Wonderful. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. That's bad. Okay, you know, that could have ended worse. That is a swooping snitch bug. They will swoop down, pick up your Pikmin, and throw them somewhere else on the map. The problem with that is, of course, out of the 100 that I had, or the 60 that he had, he decided to target the one with the bomb rock. And somehow, it only killed, like, 1. Oh, great. There's several of them out there. Okay, we'll grab this one. There's like 2 here, yeah. Get those 2. The other one over by where the massage machine was might just get left behind. Because he was stupid and should have come with us. But no, he wasn't smart enough for that. Okay. This is a puffy blowhog. Another new enemy. They're really annoying. They don't kill Pikmin. They just blow them. That sounds very bad. Maybe it doesn't sound bad. But they blow them to different places. The problem when they... Oh, dear God, this is going to sound awful. This game makes you say things that make you question what you're actually playing. They can't kill Pikmin. They can't hurt them. Unless they blow a red Pikmin into the water or a yellow Pikmin into the water. The problem is, when they blow them, they... Again, there's no better word for this. They deflower the Pikmin. No, no, no. No, you idiots. Ah, crap. Well, they're dead. Well, that's their fault. I didn't lose that many. And now they're going to come into base. Both of them are. It's not as bad as the Gatling Groinks in Pikmin 2 that literally will stalk your base throughout the day. Because that actually will happen in Pikmin 2. The Gatling Groinks will come into your base in the Wistful Wild and in some of the caves and literally stalk you in your base and try to kill you the second you spawn in. So will the Spotty Bullbears. So I guess it's not exclusive. Yeah, they will not kill Pikmin, but when they blow them, they deflower them. And again, there's no better words for that, for exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Okay, if we can kill all the Bullbears on this side of the map, though, today, that would be good. Because that would make our pathway a lot safer on future days. Oh, I didn't stun him. Kill him already! Ugh, I lost like 12 to him. I think it's because I came in with weaker Pikmin, non-flowered. Alright, let's knock down this wall before the day's up. Or at least bomb it a few times. There's enough bomb rocks that we can take out the rest of it tomorrow. It'll be fine. Okay, yellow Pikmin. You're on special detail now. You're going to be potentially sacrificed to build this bridge. If the Wollywog gets you, that's your own fault. I blame you. Instead, we're going to take all of our blues. And we're going to go out into the water where we're going to fight yet another new enemy. I think these are called water dumples. And I suck at fighting them. In Pikmin 1 and 2. I don't know why I cannot fight them without losing Pikmin. I probably don't know the strategy to do it, but I always struggle with them. That's not bad game design, that's literally just me being bad at the game. For not being able to kill them with no losses. And kill them with no losses a lot easier in Pikmin 2 and 3, with the other types of Pikmin available. But that's entirely on me in this case, because I just suck at fighting these things. Don't blow me yet. Don't blow me yet. Come on, let me... Crap. Okay, come on. Okay. I lost a lot of Pikmin today. Because here's the thing. Like I've said, I think I could do a no-death run of this game if I really, really wanted to. The problem is that I'm so impatient. Is that I don't want to reset dozens of times whenever I lose a Pikmin. Now, Pikmin 1's definitely... What is that thing in the bottom right of the screen? It's like a lily pad or something. Now, Pikmin 1 is definitely probably going to be the easiest one to beat without losing Pikmin. Because it's so short. Although at least in Pikmin 2, whenever you enter a different floor of a cave, you get a checkpoint, basically. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I want you all on that. I'm so turned around as to where they even are at this point. Where are they even going? Okay, so let me assess the situation here. Those three groups are all headed back to the Onion. I can rescue that Pikmin. And then we just gotta loop around to get the yellows before the day's up. I'd rather not leave like 8 yellows behind if I can avoid it. Okay, got that one. That egg over there, that is a secret boss. I don't know if I'm going to fight it or not. Possibly. We'll see. We will see. Oh crap, I'm running out of time. Okay, that's not good. Get all the blues back in. Okay, that part's not going to make it back. It might have, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go rescue my yellows. Going to be cutting a bit close here. I think we got him. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Didn't lose any Pikmin to being left behind. Obviously, we lost like 20 trying to fight enemies that I suck at fighting. At least in this area, it's more the fact that I suck at fighting them than it is bad game design. Even though there were still a couple lost to bad game design of getting stuck on the bridge. Okay, yeah, none left behind. Good. That's fine. There's a couple in the ground, but that's totally fine. That's not a problem. Alright, so I found 2 parts today. 30 in battle. Good lord, that was bad. That is really bad. I lost a lot of blues. I lost like all blues. I mean, you don't really need blues in the final area just to access it. Okay, so we got... My goal is to get the remaining 8 parts in 2 days. It's doable, but that was really not a good day. So we'll have to see. With how many blues I lost, hopefully it doesn't cause trouble moving forward. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna grab, what is it, 30 blues to grab the part that's right here near base. We don't have to worry about that set of Wollywogs anymore. And 12 yellows. Yeah, those Wollywogs won't bother us again. I'm gonna also need to spend some time flowering Pikmin. Because they're all deflowered. Again, this game makes you say things that make you question yourself. Quite often. But, I mean, it's literally what happens. They lose their flowers. Losing something means D'ing something, I guess you could say, so... Fortunately, there's not really a better word for it. And I know that Shugga and his viewers came up with the whole... with a different word for it, sort of. It's just deflowered backwards. Deflowerized backwards. He's Zyrewolfed, which is funny. So, for those that saw the thumbnail, you might have seen that there was a technically close to an egg beater. It was technically a whisk, but it looks kind of like an egg beater in the thumbnail. That's because you could see that the ship has a giant egg beater flying around it. It's one of the ship parts. I have no idea why it looks that way, but it does. And that is why I put 3 Pikmin plush holding a whisk in the thumbnail. The thumbnail for Pikmin 2 and 3 will be different. It'll have more Pikmin plush in it, hopefully. Oh, crap. Nope, don't do that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so at this point, I actually do need to have more blues. And they really need to be flowered. We're going to go around the left side. There's several things we need to get over there. Okay, most everyone's flowered again, so that's good. These little patches on the ground, those can also have nectar in them. Great, one Pikmin just ate an entire thing of nectar. Love when that happens. There's only one boss fight here that's left. Okay, I think this needs one more after that. Yep. Okay, so that's down. I'm not going to try to fight Wollywogs using bomb rocks. I don't think that's going to end very well. But I do need to kill at least this one, or else he's going to cause problems. Okay, he's not leaping at him. That's good, so they can finish building the bridge. Alright, throw them. And now we'll kill this Wollywog. So yeah, this one we do have to fight because he's kind of in the way. That's a crush, yep. Like I said, though, the good thing is blues are the least useful Pikmin type in the final level, in the final battle. They don't really work against the boss. They are needed to access the fight, but that's it. Alright, so we lost like 9. Actually, I don't think we lost 9, but we lost several. Oh, great. Shearwigs. The Gluon Drive. That is the heaviest ship part in the game. Requires 50 Pikmin to carry. Okay, make sure that none of them are on the other side of this as it's being built. Okay, fine. You can try to carry that back, but you won't get anywhere with it. So you're just wasting your time. So yeah, we got to get 4 ship parts today and tomorrow. We got 1 already. This will be 2. I don't know if I'm going to get 2 more back, though. Hopefully. We'll have to see. Because I'm not going to be able to get 5 back in a day. I'm not good enough at the game for that. There's that one over there, which is going to require blues to tear down a wall. Oh, God. There's a swooping snitch bug. If he picks up a bomb... Oh, God. He didn't pick up a bomb. But if he throws it down at you, I think that'll also set it off, so we don't want that to happen either. Well, they're in the ground, so they're at least safe from the Wollywog. Okay. You know what? We got that done. Throw it at him. Okay, you know what? That worked. Oh, God. Yep, well, that one's dead. Oh, throw it at the Wollywog. Oh, throw it at the Wollywog. Throw it at the Wollywog. Oh, that would have been amazing. For a second, I thought he lived. If he had thrown that at the Wollywog and killed it, that would have been the greatest moment ever. That's several dead. I'm overthrowing them. Well, that one was several dead. Come on, just die already. There's not that many more of these that we'll have to fight. They keep getting in the way. Swooping snitch bug is being a pain here. He keeps doing that. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Let's get all of these Pikmin onto this part over here and get it back because it's so heavy. It's going to take all day to get it back if we don't. Make sure there's no others trapped under the bridge. There's not. There's a bunch at base that haven't been plucked. Okay, so they'll get that back. Okay, that yellow was just... Oh, crap. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Get out of there. Get out of there. The swooping snitch bug actually probably saved one of them. Okay, that one's just being stupid. Get up. Ah, swooping snitch bug. Just... Why? Why do you have to exist? He's just wasting my day. Alright, well that's 2 parts back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 2 more today. I'm going to be cutting it close. Okay, let's regroup. Let's go get more Pikmin. We don't need yellows anymore today. Because I'm not going to be able to... I'm not going to go for the other part that needs yellows. Sir! Did you seriously just follow me all the way over here for that? You know what? If I can kill him, that would be wonderful. Because he's causing a lot of problems today. They're usually not that aggressive. They usually don't follow you this far. Okay. He's almost down. He won't be here tomorrow. If we kill him today, he won't be here tomorrow. And that's a good thing. That is one nice thing, is they don't immediately respawn. They won't respawn for another couple of days. So tomorrow, there won't be a whole lot of enemies left to worry about. Alright. So we've got that. The yellows are in. Actually, you know what? There's not even a point of taking reds out today. I don't think there's going to be time to do anything else, really. I might be able to get that 3rd part back, but I don't see myself getting a 4th part. Unless maybe I can get the captain's chair back. I might actually be able to get the captain's seat back, actually. I'm assuming my Pikmin are no longer flowered. Alright, so there's one in the ground. He's safe. Nothing can hurt him. If I'm quick about it, I might be able to get this wall down. Never mind. I'm gonna have to fight one more Wollywog. And that's gonna be several more blues dead. You really want to... If you really don't want to lose many Pikmin to Wollywogs, you need to fight them with very few Pikmin. Okay, that's not the way you're... Oof, that was almost really bad. That could have been... Oh, I just lost like 10. This is easily going to be the worst day so far for Pikmin. I mean, I'm still on track to beat the game with less than 100 deaths, I believe. But I've lost like 30 today, so... I can't really lose that many more. Okay, so there is a part down there that we can try to get. If they can get this wall down fast enough, I might be able to get 2 parts back. At the very least, they'll be close to base. Feel like you're making a little progress now. First trophy you made in a couple hours. Solid. You'll get there. You'll get it done eventually. That's how I felt with Division 2 sometimes. Suddenly I've been getting more trophies recently as I was finishing off the game and everything. Just like I said, just a couple more missions to do on hard. And that's about it. Alright, so... I don't know how many... This is going to take 30. Okay, so... Put all 30 into that. And do that. Can you stop trying to swim? You're probably that same one that tried to swim earlier, aren't you? Okay, so the last part, I hope it's only 20. If it's 20, I can at least start moving it. I didn't know they actually buzzed. I just heard him buzz a little bit. Oh, but I don't think I can get this one back because I think they take it the other way. So this is the captain's chair. This is actually a required part, or the pilot's seat. It's 25. Are you kidding me? Of course it's 25. Please tell me there's another Pikmin in the ground somewhere that I can collect. No. Okay, you know what? I can't get that part back anyway because of all the Bulborbs. Or Bulbears. But the path's basically open at this point. Oh great, more Shearwigs. The good thing is that after this, the only enemies left are going to be 2 or 3 Spotty Bulbears over here. There's like 3 of them plus a Puffy Blowhog. And that boss in there. Okay, we got 3 parts back. I could potentially get all 5 parts back tomorrow, but it's going to be close. I'm going to be cutting it pretty close. And I do need blues again tomorrow, so... You just platinumed Uncharted Lost Legacy today? Nice, nice. Nicely done. I still need to do the Legacy of Thieves collection. Not particularly looking forward to it. I just love when YouTube tries to ruin my streams for no reason. Does it way too often. Okay, 5 parts left. I might be able to get all of them in one day. I might not. We will have to see. I'm gonna be trying pretty hard though. It's gonna be close. Because there's one over there that requires yellows. There's one boss. There's the pilot seat, which we can't get until we clear out those other guys. So that's 3 of them. And then there's the 2 that require blues in the very back. So, first thing I'm gonna do... Oh, is there a sprout somewhere? There is. Over where that Wollywog killed a whole bunch. Okay, first thing I want to do... is get out 75 reds and some yellows. We're going to try to grab both of these parts that are nearby early and kill the enemies. That part I think only takes 15, but I'm going to grab 25 yellows just to fill out the numbers. So there's one in the ground somewhere. We're not too concerned with his life right now. Got him! Okay, well, even if he blew them, but it's okay. It's okay. That is what I was worried about there. No! Don't. If they would just... listen sometimes. We only lost 2, so it is what it is. Or did we lose 3? No, we lost 3. Dang it. That freaking Puffy Blowhog just ruined my strategy there. Okay, well he's gone now. Alright. That's 2 of them down. See if we can get any nectar. If I could get 5 parts today, I think that'd be the first time ever that I've pulled that off, so... I'm gonna be surprised if I can. Don't trip on this day. Okay, this is the last of these big guys we're gonna have to fight. So... Okay, the 100 deaths is not going to happen pretty clearly, because the Pikmin have just been acting stupider on this playthrough than they sometimes do. It's unfortunate, but... And I partially blame the idea of the Let's Play curse. But let's be honest here, the Pikmin have been acting really stupid on this playthrough. They've been worse than they are on a lot of runs. They've wasted my time on several occasions and nearly cost me parts. And this part. You have to try to guide them along this little path here. Oh, it was only 10. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, some of them are stuck in the hole. They'll figure out how to get out eventually. Well, that's the only one we needed yellows for. Okay, you know what? He might not survive. That's too bad for him. I will come back for him if I feel like it and have time to get him. Alright, now we have a reused boss. No, you... Why did it just play that springy sound? Okay, so they got that part back. Great. So I don't think we're going to pull off the 100 Pikmin deaths without a perfect run of the final boss, which I've only ever done like once. Alright, so... Fight this guy the same way you fought the one in the Forest of Hope. Except that this time we got red, so it should go down a little faster. And dead. Easy enough. Okay, so they'll carry that back. Can you quit getting caught on ledges, please? And now we can go get the space float. Ignore that puffy blowhog. He shouldn't be a problem. And with these 35, we can get the... Or not the space float, the captain's seat. So once this gets back... You know, it might be possible to get all 5 parts. It might be possible. No! They have to use that? Are you kidding me? Why? Okay, fine. I guess that we're not going to get all of them today, because I didn't realize they needed that. I forgot that they needed that. Okay, build the bridge. Fine, a few of you are coming down here. Well, there goes my plan. I mean, it might still be possible, but I'm going to be cutting it pretty close. Oh, so is there another way around that gate? There is, but I don't think you can get all the parts through there. Okay, we don't need yellows for anything else. So let's go ahead and put all the yellows away. See how much room that leaves me for blues. Okay, that's enough blues to get at least one of the parts. At least get it out of the water. I said, I'm going to be cutting it close. I may actually end up redoing this day if I don't get all the parts back, because I know I can improve on this. And lose fewer Pikmin. And waste less time. Okay, there's 3 more water dumples we have to fight. So I'm probably going to lose at least a couple of Pikmin here, because I suck at fighting these things. For some reason, I cannot fight them well. Okay, 3, that's fine. Like I said, as long as I get all the parts back today, I'd be happy with that. Okay, I think this one requires 20. Maybe 25, I don't know, but we're just going to do that anyway. Okay, day's half over. Yeah, maybe. We're gonna be cutting it close here. Will I do God of War Ragnarok? At some point. I don't know when. It's not very high on the priority list right now. Oh, I forgot there's more bomb rocks back here. Not like it's really that helpful, but interesting. Alright. So they built all that. Yeah, I'll do God of War Ragnarok eventually. It's just not super high priority right now. Okay. Actually... do that. I need to make sure that I have 20 here. I have exactly 20. Oh, but one of them's a red. The bowsprit. I think that's like the entire top half of the ship. The number 2 Ionium Jet. Okay, I just gotta move it out of there. Okay, that's 8. One more. Okay, that's actually just enough. Yep, that's exactly enough. We might be able to do this. I might actually be able to do this. Okay, they got the space bloat back. Because that last part requires 20. We got 26 parts done. One of them, 2 more of them are coming. That puffy blowhog is going to be a bitch. Come on. Cutscene. I don't care about cutscene. I've seen it many times. So we might not pull off the sub 100 deaths, but the 12 days might still be doable. It's going to be close, but it might be doable. Okay, we got to do that. Perfect. Got the Ionium Jet back. So one more. How did one blue miss? That's going to cause a bit of a delay. Oh, wait, no it won't. Yeah, we only need 20 and I had 21. So we throw them over to here. We have about 3 to 4 minutes left on the timer. So call them in. I think this one only requires 20. I hope it does. Hope I'm not wrong. Well, grab it, will ya? Okay. We got it. Yeah, we're cutting this one real close. The Kronos reactor. Yeah, I got about 3 minutes to get this back, so probably less than that. Like I said, if I don't get it, I might actually reset this day, because I can definitely actually get all 5 parts back in time. Now that I know about the bridge and everything that I didn't build. Okay, I'm going to let them start carrying that back, and I'm going to go bring in reinforcements to carry it back faster and distract the puffy blowhog. They've got time to get it back. Again, it's going to be cutting it real close, though. We will see. Put the red Pikmin up. The blues can carry it across some water, so that'll actually speed it up a little bit. Remember the stage sprite trophy that references the time in E3? Oh, yep, I remember that. That's a classic. It's always good when the developer can make fun of themselves when they made a mistake. Puffy Blowhog is going to try to cause problems, but if they're quick about it. Okay, we'll take that. I think they're going to get it back in time. Yeah, I think they're going to get it back in time. Okay, so we're missing a yellow and a red right now, but they're going to get that back in time. I'm actually going to... I think I actually did it. Oh, man. That one was trying to carry back the corpse. Okay, so we got them. And there's one over here. He got himself out. Okay. Saved him. We did it. We got all 5 parts in one day. I don't think I've ever done that before. That's amazing for me. Okay, there's one over there. He won't count as being left behind, but I am going to go try to rescue him. Alright, all 5 parts. Which means we are going to beat the game in 12 days. So yeah, we are going to beat the game in 12 days, which is great. I at least kept that up, but this was easily one of my sloppiest runs on number of Pikmin deaths. But it's partially because I didn't do any resets. If I had, like, reset at all, I'm sure I would have lost less. We only have 62 blues, which is going to slow down the final trial a little bit. Because we do need them for bridges at the beginning of it. Alright, so there's one more Pikmin that's over here. Let's see if we can bring him along with us. One last little sprout somewhere. It's a blue. That's good. We can always use an extra blue going into the final battle. And we got him. Possibly. And we got him. Come with me, little blue. And we can carry him because he's the only one. So we can carry him on our back. The Ice Maker is making noises again for some reason. But yeah, that Stage Fright trophy is a classic. Alright. So, like I said, the sub 100 deaths is probably not going to happen, but the 12 days will happen. And it'll still be sub 110 deaths, which isn't too bad. I didn't lose as many as I thought. Both goals are possible. I don't know if I can beat the final boss with only 3 deaths. Or with only 2 deaths. Because I'm still not that great at it. Alright, at this point. For one, you can do donuts in the ship, which is fun. I never really showed that off. But now there are a meteor shower in the background, which is fun. Can't do it quite as well as you could on, like, the original versions. Just going all over the screen. Alright. Well, we can beat the final boss in a day. I've gotten a lot better at the fight to where I can beat it in a day most of the time. Question is, can I do it with no more than 2 Pikmin deaths? And I don't know if I can do it with no more than 2 Pikmin deaths. Because I'm not that great at this fight. Alright, so first thing we want to do is get all these blues. Also, there's no nectar here that I'm aware of, so we're going in with a lot of unflowered Pikmin. Not great. Okay, put some of them on that bridge, and some of them on this one. This is the only thing you need blues for in the final trial. You do not need them for the boss fight. So, let them go to work. Now, I'm going to run back and grab about 15 reds. Or 20, I can't remember if it's 15 or 20, but I'll grab 20 just in case. So we're going to grab 20 reds. this is going to be Red's time to shine in this final battle. As they are the most important type of Pikmin here. Technically. That's not entirely true, because Yellows actually are really useful in the final battle. They're very much a necessity. Okay, so they're going to push that out of the way. Is one of them drowning? I think one of them fell in the water. Yep, one of them fell in the water. Good job. Day's gone. I know it's a great game, but the Platinum Trophy... The Platinum Trophy isn't that hard. It's all that DLC. I'm not sure I want to suffer through all that DLC. Well, that Red drowned himself. So now we have literally a margin of error of 1 Pikmin if we're trying to get 100 or less deaths. So there's a very real chance this is going to be an over 100 deaths run, which, given that I was commentating through it, probably isn't too bad. But usually I don't lose this number of Pikmin. I was doing really well for a while, actually. But I had just several days where the Pikmin started acting up. They're doing their mooing. Alright, so we got bomb rocks that we're going to need. We're going to bring in those 15 yellows. That's all we need. Okay, get these blues. Alright, yellows. This one goes down in 3. The Hotel Transylvania game. Yeah, that god-awful game. It really pissed me off back in the day. But that was also back when I drank a lot, so... I'm sure that had something to do with it. This wall actually goes down pretty much instantly if you just try to break it. Alright. So now we are all done with blues. We don't need them anymore. For newer players, I would recommend when you get here to split this into 2 days. So that you can get the map, or you may not need 2 days, but it's not necessarily a bad idea to split it into 2 days, just so that you can spend the first day figuring out what this map looks like and open everything up and get prepared for the final battle, because the boss regenerates health overnight. So it's not like in Pikmin 3. It's not like in Pikmin 3 where the bosses retain any damage done to them overnight. Makes Pikmin 3 a lot easier. One of the many things that makes Pikmin 3 the easiest game. Arguably easiest. It is a lot longer, though, than Pikmin 1, despite being easier. Homefront the Revolution, yeah? When it came out, I did. It's not that bad now. It's way better now than it was. But yeah, back when it came out, that was an experience that I never want to think about again, or never want to repeat. I'll think about it plenty. I wouldn't mind doing like a full-blown story time video of the hell that game put me through. I think that could be interesting at some point. Alright, so what we want to do now is we're going to put most of our Pikmin up here where they're going to be safe. We want to take some reds, and actually we don't want that number of bombs. I only want like 3 bombs. Come on. Oh! That actually hurt me. Alright, Emperor Bulblax. He's the final boss. So what you want to do... excuse me, game? That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know how that happened. How did he eat Pikmin? So you want him to do that. It's a lot easier to do in this version of the game than it was on the older versions. Basically, you want to throw the bomb so that when it hits him, or you want to time it so that the bomb goes into his mouth without the Pikmin getting killed with it. Like that. And that'll cause him to throw his tongue up. It's a lot easier to time. Or it's a lot easier just to do in this version of the game than it was on the GameCube. On the GameCube, it was a lot harder. Or it was a lot more inconsistent. At least it felt that way. Maybe I was just really bad at the game back then. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring our group back here. Let's bring everyone back here. Just regroup for a second. You guys did well. Yeah, the original home front. Never got the chance to. Okay, we're going to take a few more bombs with us. If he eats the Pikmin that has the bomb rock, it won't do as much damage, and that time it just didn't work at all. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work at all. Oh, crap. Yep, he jumped. He will do that sometimes. He only needs one more cycle. Why are you on that side of him? I'm not having a good run of this boss fight. Of course I'm not. Just kind of hoping he'd eat the bomb rock. He's jumping. He's not behaving like he has in the past. Okay. There we go. It didn't work. What the hell? It didn't work at all. It didn't stun him at all. What the hell, game? I don't know why the game is acting up so much right now. It shouldn't be. This is usually not that hard of a fight. But for some reason, the game's acting up. He's doing more jumping than normal. He's not. There it goes. Okay, can we finish him off now? Exponential damage, exponential damage. Yes, we did it. Whew, okay. The final part. Wow, that was a lot worse than normal. I usually do not struggle that much with that fight. I don't know why I did this time. Probably because I'm trying to basically let's play the game. It's fine. We got it. We did it in 12 days. About 110 to 120 deaths, so definitely not my best run. It's fine. That's the only object in the game that can have 100 Pikmin carrying it, by the way. I don't know why it's that special. But yeah, the original home front, if I had had time to do it, I probably would have. Or if the shutdown was going to happen in a more modern era, when I became more dedicated to trophy hunting, I would have gone for it. Also, there is a cool little extra thing you can do here. If you hit on the right control stick, push it down, the Pikmin will actually carry Olimar back to his onion. Or back to an onion. He'll get sucked up to it, he'll bonk his head, and fireworks will shoot out. Cool little Easter egg. Not important, though. But yeah, if that game had... If it was going to go down in, like, more modern day, when I was more of a trophy hunter, I would have gone for it. Just it was before I was really into trophy hunting. Because didn't it go down in, like, 2013 or 2014 when I was barely starting on trophy hunting? It went down early. Alright, guys. We did it. We finished the ship. 12 days. Definitely not one of my better runs because I barely pulled it off in 12 days and lost probably 120 Pikmin. And the game decided to act up a little bit more than normal. But still not a bad run. Not one of my better ones, but still better than I used to run it. And we get this cute little ending scene. Look at the Pikmin! Look at them! Aww, they're wagging their leaves. Olimar says goodbye. They wag their leaves again. Saints Row should only be done once and on the PS5 version for the best experience. Well, that's good to know, because I mean, I know it's not that fun. Plus, it still has, doesn't it still have a couple more DLCs to release? And now they've learned to survive on their own, even though that's not how you're supposed to fight this enemy. Don't you usually go into the onion at night? So we're going to be curious to see if Pikmin 4 is actually going to either be some sort of a prequel type game. If it's going to be a sequel, which seems to be the main theory, but there's a lot of theories going around that it's going to be a reimagining of Pikmin 2. That's one of the theories going around, is that it might be a reimagining of Pikmin 2. And in this case, it'll be basically based on the bad ending of Pikmin 2. With all the, like, evil-looking Olimars and the evil-looking Ochi and stuff. So there's theories going around that it might be a reimagining of Pikmin 2 based on the bad ending of Pikmin 1. Because in the bad ending of Pikmin 1, Olimar dies when he's trying to lift off in his spaceship, and the Pikmin carry him back to the Onion and create an Olimar, a new Olimar sprout. It's kind of weird. Okay, 12 days. So, tied for my best run. So far, my worst for surviving Pikmin and second worst for dead Pikmin. 110. Not great, but not as bad as my first playthrough. So yeah, my first playthrough on the Switch version took 15 days, and I lost 173, which was to be expected. I was relearning the game for the first time in, like, playing it in 10 years. Over 1,600 total sprouted. That tells you all the ship parts. Save. I love how there's only one option in that box. And we get the ending. That was fun. That was a good time. Something very different. Beat the entire game in one night and 3 hours. It's not a long game. I've talked about that before. The other games are way longer. Pikmin 2 is like... My first playthrough of that one was 16 hours, I think. To 100% it. So that game was way longer. And then Pikmin 3 is like 11 hours, I think. Like 10 to 12 hours. Well, it's not as long as Pikmin 2, but it's definitely longer than Pikmin 1. If I decide to play Pikmin 2 on the channel, it'll probably only be to recover the debt. I don't think I'll do a full 100% run of it because it takes so much longer. And obviously, like, this is a very niche series, so I didn't get as much viewership, which is fine. This is more of a passion project type of thing. More of a trying to have some fun with a franchise that I really like before the new one comes out. I am planning to live stream Pikmin 4, though, when it comes out, and do a playthrough of it. It is, I know, something that's a little bit different. I know it's not what I'm known for, but maybe it'll bring some new viewers to the channel. Some completionists from the Nintendo side of the universe. Because I'll be trying to complete that entire game, so we'll see. Unless people, like, heavily revolt against the idea of a Pikmin 4 playthrough. And, by the way, you can't skip this. I don't know why. Unskippable credits. Remember when Brian complained about there being a credits-based trophy in one of the Call of Duty games where he had to watch the entire, like, 20-minute credit sequence and he complained about it? That was funny. It wasn't Call of Duty, maybe it was something else, but it happened and it was kind of funny. And then this game's cool because it does an enemy roll call at the end. And it tells you what they are. So the Armored Cannon Beetle, I was correct on that. This is the BD Longlegs. And some of these are shown in areas where they were not at in the end of the game. So the BD Longlegs, the Bread Bug. It's in alphabetical order. You can kill it just by hitting it, but it takes a long time. Burrowing Snagret, or Snagret, as it might be pronounced. The Burrowing Snarrow is not in this game. I don't think it's in the games at all. Candy Pop Bud, so that's an actual marked thing. Will I stream tomorrow? It depends. There's a good chance that I will be playing Dwarf Bulbear. That's what they're called. I don't know why I was just calling them Bulborbs, because they're not. They're Bulbears. They're more dangerous. It depends tomorrow, though. So those are Dwarf Bulborbs. So yeah, tomorrow, if I don't end up getting to work on Modern Warfare 2 tomorrow afternoon or night, then I probably will stream. There's a very real chance it could be a Platinum Trophy unlocking in the Division 2. It depends on how long it takes me to get some more cards. Because my best suit right now is at 10, but my worst one I think is at 4. So I could just end up getting really, really bad luck for the rest of it, and it takes a long time. I'll try to knock out a bunch tomorrow, but I don't know. That's a secret boss, the Gulix. He appears in the impact site on either odd or even numbered days. He's really weird. Honey Wisps, I killed 1 or 2 of those. They just carry around nectar. But yeah, we will see about tomorrow. There's the Iridescent Flint Beetle. Yeah, it would be fun, but it just depends on if the game decides to be nice about that or if I can farm a bunch of them. There's another enemy we didn't see. He appears on the opposite days from the Gulix in the impact site. He actually doesn't kill Pikmin, he just smashes them into the ground. And flowers them. Pearly Clam Clam. Or Clam Clamp. So yeah, we'll see. I might stream that tomorrow. If not, then I don't know what else I would stream if it wasn't that. But there's also the chance I'll be working on Modern Warfare 2 and hopefully being able to do the co-op stuff. Because it's going to take a while. So, I mean, 3 missions to finish with 3 stars apiece is going to be kind of annoying. 1 mission purely in stealth and finding a whole bunch of intel items. Not looking forward to it. But once I get that done, I can make a video for it. And once that video goes up, I can do a finale stream of that game where I'll get the remaining trophies. The remaining miscellaneous trophies from the campaign. There's like 6 of them left, I think. A couple of them look like they're going to be kind of tough. But we'll have to see. There'll either be 1 or 2 streams there. Shadow of the Colossus, not on the PS4, most likely. I think the PS3 version is going to be enough for me. So that's the super secret boss. He's only available by day 15 in the Distant Spring. It's the Smoky Prog. He has a poison tail. He's the only poisonous enemy in the game. The poison is an instant kill. He's fairly tough to beat. He's definitely one of the toughest bosses in the game, but if you kill him, you get a golden pearl that gives you 100 Pikmin. So pretty cool. Yeah, I just kind of didn't end up having time to fight him either. Rare species. I wouldn't call them rare at all, especially in Pikmin 2. So are they water dumples? Was I right on that? Yes. I hate those things, because I don't know how to fight them. And, of course, there is... Oh, the Wogpoles. Wait, did they use the European name? They used the European name! Yeah, because in other regions they're called Wollyhops. In the North American releases, they've always been called Wollywogs. But now they're called Wollyhops. Look at that! That's cool. I didn't realize that. That's actually really cool. So they use the non-American name for them. That's cool. And we got the happy ending. The normal ending is where you get the 25 required parts and Olimar just blasts off without the Pikmins learning to survive. And the bad ending, he dies. The end. And everyone died. The end. Also, once you beat the game, you unlock a challenge mode, which is basically just a time attack. Go into whichever stage you want and sprout as many Pikmin as you can. Alright, well that was fun. I had a good time tonight. So that is it for Pikmin 1. Don't have to return to it. So tomorrow will either be a stream or I will be busy working on Modern Warfare 2. But regardless, the Fallout 3 trophy video should be up on Sunday regardless. I got to give it one final look over and finish the thumbnail, and then it'll be ready to go. So, yeah. We will see about Fallout or about the stream tomorrow, but Fallout 3 should be up on Sunday. I'm excited for that. It's going to be 49 minutes long. Yeah. And then otherwise, next week, hopefully we finish Modern Warfare 2. I can finish Division 2 Platinum if I don't have it done by like tomorrow or Sunday. And yeah, and then eventually we'll stream some of Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this Risk game is so horribly rigged. It's insane. It's like so clearly rigged toward computer players. It's hilarious. But I'm almost done getting all the achievements in it. The only ones left in it are knock out or eliminate 50 enemies. And I've done 46, I think. And an online one that I won't be able to get because I don't have Nintendo Online. Okay, so I will see you guys back here tomorrow. If I get to stream. If not, the next Modern Warfare 2 will be a video. And the next thing will be Fallout 3 on Sunday. So, yep, thank you guys for tuning in. See y'all later.